welcome back. We are about to do a Fisher mission, and we do not want Lex Prime part again. I just found out that these actually get vaulted. I did not know relics got vaulted. No idea. So, we want Necros or Hydroid. Necros or Hydroid?
Tenno, a new alert has begun.
RNG gods.
On navigation.
Hydroid, Necros. What we do not want is Lex, because I got that twice already. This is my third one. And, Necros, Hydroid. I wanted to give you a reminder about something. I want to show you something, and I want to talk about something. So, I'm going to show you something first. Lord Zombie strikes again. Isn't that beautiful? This is my first ship skin, and I think it's my first. Yeah, and I haven't changed the colors on it or anything. I haven't done anything like that. So I have to think about what colors, know that I want. But, thank you so much. I was so excited. So excited. And I'm going to tell you why it excited me after I remind you that later on today, because I'm recording this in the middle of the night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Warframe and some sponsored people will be broadcasting TennoCon. You can get Ash Prime for free if you link your Amazon Prime and your Twitch account. You can get and watch for 30 minutes the Warframe stream. Last I heard, it must be the Warframe stream. And you can get Ash Prime. And I believe it comes with a slot, so you don't even have to worry about a slot. So, Ash Prime free. Do not wait until the last minute if you haven't already linked your Twitch and Amazon accounts. I will be there. There will be streamers streaming at the same time. If you have Ash already, knock yourself out. But if you're like me and you're interested in getting Ash Prime, I don't even know what Ash Prime does, but I want it. So I will be there checking out the stream like I do every week. So I wanted to remind you guys of that. Which is a great leeway to how I feel when I get stuff in Warframe. Because like I said, I don't know what Ash does. It's not like I'm going to go in and say, oh, let me look at the specs and see what it does. And is Ash good enough? Is it worth my time? I'm not even going to go through all of that. I want Ash, and I'm going to be very happy that I got Ash, just like I'm happy when I watch the stream during the week and I get a display that I haven't put up anywhere. But I got one, and I'm happy. And it's that old school joy, type of joy, just like when I got the ship skin and the helmet, like when I used to play Eve. Now, you can go back and look in the archives of my newbiness when I got something in Eve. It could have been, I went into a new area and got the very basic, cheapest ship, to when somebody gave me a ship that was so expensive, I was scared to fly it and cried. I literally cried tears because I was that damn happy that I got this ship. And it was just joy, just absolute joy. And it is such a shame that the development process of that game went meh. And don't get me wrong, I support developers doing what they're passionate about. And sometimes that means that what I'm passionate about is not what they're passionate about. Like they'll go in a different direction. I support them going in the direction that they're passionate about so that they don't have any regrets. But everything you do in life, there's a consequence, and you have to, deal with the repercussions of your actions. And what ended up happening is that a bunch of people left Eve because they made it seem like they were going one way and actually went another. But like I said, no hard feelings. No, I'm not one of those that's going to, bitch, whine, and moan. I'll express my opinion one time. Oops. Maybe twice, but I'm not going to continue doing that. I'll wait and see what happens and then I'll bounce. There's no need to make a huge announcement about it or anything like that. Come see, come saw. Maybe I'll check it out, later on, see if things have changed. It's not that big of a deal. Sometimes it's okay to part direction. It's not the end of the world. There's too many other great things in the world, in my opinion, to be, than to waste time being upset because you didn't get your way. That's basically what it is that you didn't get your way. You didn't get things the way you wanted them to be. So for me, with Eve, they didn't go in a direction that they made it seem like they were going to go. They're paying the price for those actions.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Necros or Hydroid. In Warframe, when I get something new, I feel that same kind of joy. That same giddy kind of feeling. Particularly, I can't even describe it. It's very rare. I do not feel it in World of Warcraft at all. And the reason why is because of Legion. Not that I felt it all that big before, because it's not like I was like, oh, I am going to farm for that gear. I'll farm for a mount before I farm for gear. Farm for gear. It's just never really been there. I don't want to say never, but it hasn't been there like that for me for a while in many, many years. Even though I say subbed and played the game, gear just doesn't trigger me, like that. A mount might, but now mounts don't even, because it takes so long for you to fly in a new area. So I just don't feel it. But with Legion, they made it so that you have these artifacts. This is one of the reasons why I was like, eh. And I don't mind that they had weapons that you had to upgrade, because that's very similar to Warframe, isn't it? Where you have a weapon and you have to upgrade it. You can modify it and whatnot, but Warframe gives you way more options and flexibility with your weapons. Okay, where am I going? Okay, so anyway, with World of Warcraft, they gave you these artifacts that, the ultra mega powerful, godlike people in the game were, okay. One thing that I wish that they would do is make that a slightly different color so that you know that you've scanned it already. So it could be blue, but just, like a darker blue or a gray or something like that. So you don't have to scan it. That is just like my one suggestion with that. Anyway. So you get these artifact weapons and you're ultra powerful. The storyline makes it feel like you're important. You and everybody else that has an artifact weapon. But by the end of the expansion, you have to give your artifact weapon away to save the world, I guess. So you can keep the skin, but the weapon itself has no meaning. I mean, I guess lore-wise it does have meaning, but, I feel like somebody put a steak in front of me, let me eat one bite, maybe two, maybe half, but I don't get to eat I don't get to keep the steak. You see what I mean? I'm constantly, I just don't, with WoW, my main problem with the game itself, and what makes me, leave every once in a while, is that, they take my cookies. they'll revamp. I used to have buttons to press and decisions to make, and no more. I have 4 buttons, and of the 4, I press 2. It's not that difficult. And what I'm in love with is the lore. The lore gets me. So, yeah, I don't feel it in WoW. And I don't know how to fix it in WoW. I don't know how to get the feeling that I feel in Warframe and WoW. I don't know how to do that. But in Warframe, it's like, I got a ship skin. And now I need to, customize it and make it my own. And that opens the door for other ship skins and, other skins in general. And I need to get the color palettes, because the color palettes, not only will work for that, it'll work for, my gear and my ship skins. And then I can customize my ship. And I mean, it's just the amount of customization you can do, the flexibility. I guess number-wise, if you min-max, there's probably the best build for Frost. But that best build might not fit my playstyle, so I don't even look at that. One thing that I intend to do is go and look and see what all the mods are, and then make a decision on what I need or what I should have. Like I just learned in a Co's stream the other day about Point Blank. I've been playing for like forever. Never got Point Blank. Wasn't fighting the right mobs to get it. Didn't know it existed. So my gun is inferior. So that inferiorness that I feel would not be so bad, if there at all, if I had that mod, which the wiki says is, necessary. You don't want to have a gun without it. So I may, look like and say, okay, what are all of the mods? Give me a list so that I can make a decision based on, my play style. And I have no interest whatsoever to do what's best. I'd like to know what's best. Like, it's best to have Point Blank. To me, it makes sense to have Point Blank. But, the most damage might be something that goes against my playstyle, and I love the flexibility that I just won't do it, And it just makes Warframe fun. Necros. Hydroid. The pain, man. The pain! So I'll have to farm again. But anyway, I just wanted to do this video real quick. Thank you, iLord Zombie. I love my ship skin. Remember, 7/7, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can get Ash Prime for free. Link your Amazon and your Twitch. And I will see you guys in the next one.